Hi everyone, it's Julie Salat. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back to the channel. I am thrilled that you are here. Today's video is for the 11s. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate each and every one of you that's also watching. I always am appreciative of your time because I know there's so many people that you can look at on YouTube. So I'm very grateful that you are here today with me. Just a couple of things. So this is for Master Life Path 11s. This is something I'm going to talk about today, which is important for every number. And on this channel, we talk about numbers. We don't talk about zodiac signs, but for the Master Life Path 11s, they have specific characteristics. Each number does. So what I aim to do is I am a business intuitive strategist. I'm also a healer and an empath, and I help you get into alignment with your gifts, figure out why you're here, and then we move you forward. Because once you're in alignment, then all the good stuff starts coming towards you instead of you trying to reach for it and bring it towards you very in a tough way. This is easier. Once you're in alignment and you're in that like flow state, and I offer all my clients this and it really works. I handle the protection with my guides, and then they are free to kind of explore their gifts. So it really works out well. So I will leave all of the information in the description box below. You can work with me privately, but right now we're also talking about the Brave Academy, which there are 4 modules. We only are taking 4 students, myself and my colleague, Anthony Julius. And the reason why is because it is a transformation and you need to be all in. There is an investment. You need to do the work yourself, but we are here to help you. And you will not be the same person at the end of our time together. But we have 4 modules. You can take all 4, you can take one at a time, but we also curtail it exclusively to you. And we bring in as much or as little spirituality as you need. It just depends on where you are, right? And what you want to do with your life. If you're working in corporate and you're unhappy there, or if you've got your own business and you're an entrepreneur and you're not sure where to go next, that's what we help you do, is find your power and step into it. That's the easiest way I can describe it. So thank you for being here. All that information will be below, all the links, super easy. Today is a little bit different. And I wanted to talk to you about, I made a couple of notes about who do you want to be? Now, if you didn't see any of our Brave Academy videos, we have 9 of them up already. I'm going to leave links to them. You can find them on LinkedIn. But the first video we talk about, especially Anthony Julius had written something about, who do you want to be? Because most people, when I ask that question, they don't know. They may say things like, well, I want more money. Well, I want a different life. And I'm here, but I don't know how to get there. But that's not really telling me who you want to be. So how do you want to show up in the world? Do you want to leave a legacy? And if you do, who's that legacy for? Is it for adults? Is it for business? Is it for animals, right? Is it for children? How do you want to be remembered? And how do you want to be seen while you're in this life? You know, we all go through life kind of thinking that we have forever, right? We have till we're 100 or whatever. And it always feels very far off. And as we go along, there are certain things that remind us of our mortality. And that happened to me this past weekend, is that one of my clients lost her dog. It was really sad. I've been babysitting for this dog for 2 years. She's very lovely, but she was kind enough to call me and I got to say goodbye. And I knew before she knew that the dog was going to go. I knew over a week ago because I had spoken with the dog because I'm a communicator. But still, it's very sad. But what that means to you is I was like, I want to come on and make a video for you guys and let you know that time is short, right? We don't know how long we have. Nobody does. So let that light a fire under you instead of you sitting back and going, I got time. Nobody freaking knows, right? So let that be like the impetus to get you going and be like, you know what? I'm going to start doing things I would not do. Reach out to people that you don't know, people that you think are so far ahead of you that it scares you. But guess what? They're people too. They have a lot of the same problems. Just because someone has more money in their bank account, Wow, they don't want me to tell you this today. Doesn't mean that they're better than you or smarter than you. They could be, but they're still people and you're a person. Therefore, you guys can connect. So this happens to me on almost every video. There's nothing wrong with me. But when I start talking and I have a specific message, they'll try to close up my throat chakra. So hold on a second. I have to get rid of this. Already in Jesus Christ's name. Center. Thank you so much. Okay. So I mentioned this a lot. This could be happening to you whenever you have something important that you want to do or say or express. The dark ones will come in because they don't want you to shine your light, and they'll try and stop you. And they always get me, try to attack me in the throat chakra, so I can't speak. But that's, hey, just take authority over it in Jesus' name or Lord Shiva's name or whatever you believe in, spirit, whatever works for you. I say God and send it right back to sender. So as far as life path 11s go, I've done quite a few videos for you guys, and I'm one as well. I've always felt as though we're very misunderstood. People take our kindness for weakness, and that's when they'll see the other part come out of us, which is not, can be very pointed, right? Can be very piercing for other people because we come off as very sensitive because we are. We're very sensitive, caring people. Most of us are very empathic. We are very much have to fight to have boundaries because we're people pleasers, still recovering, right? But sometimes people take that as a weakness, and that's not a good move. I wouldn't recommend that because we will show you who we are, right? But my goal here today, I'm only saying that to get you going because I meet so many 11s who are clients or in passing, and they all are kind of like, well, what do I do? I don't know how to get to where I want to be, but they're not aggressive enough about it. And aggressive means take action because we can sit here all day long, you and I, and talk and talk and talk and talk. But you got to take aligned action, not any action, aligned action towards your goals. So you really need to make some goals, right? I work backwards. What do I need to get to that goal to make it happen? Those are the steps. And then take the action along with those steps to get to that goal. Okay. Make sense? But what I wanted to impart to you today is, you know, we do not find peace in logic, but in faith. That really spoke to me. And I think that's why we're misunderstood a lot of the time, because I truly believe that only an 11 can talk to an 11 just because we're different. But a lot of people find peace in the logic and the arguments of I'm right and you're wrong, but not us, because a lot of us are faith-based and heart-based. That's what we are. At our core, we are the biggest heart-centered people you'll ever meet, no matter where we are in our walk, no matter if you're just starting spiritually or you've been around for a while. We are very much about helping people not suffer because we have suffered so much in our lives by being told to be quiet, and we shut ourselves down, off and down, down and off, done, right? And then that's a learned behavior that I did for years. It does not serve us. You should never, ever dim your light for anybody, nobody. Why? Why would you do that? I mean, I did it for years because it started as a child and then you learn how to do that. But who does it help? Nobody. The earth needs your light. I need your help, right? We're in this together, especially if you're of 144,000. You're one of those light workers that are here on planet Earth. You came here as your soul's journey to not just help yourself, but help the earth move forward, right? Especially in trying times. So, you know, a lot of us feel like we don't belong here, even when we're in the midst of a lot of people. That's why it's difficult for us to go to parties. These are just characteristics. And a lot of you already know this, but I'm just trying to set up what I wanted to bring to light for you today, which is we fight ourselves all the time, right? It's like our self-criticism is off the charts. We talk to ourselves really badly. You know, the things I say to myself, I would not say to anyone. And every 11 does this, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. And I want you to start giving yourself grace. I want you to start giving yourself the leeway that you give everyone else on this planet that you don't even know, right? Talk to yourself the way you talk to them. Take out that criticism, take out that I should be this, and start celebrating yourself for, you know what? You're freaking awesome. You have talents nobody has. You might think you're cursed, but you're actually a blessing, right? You're from spirit. You've got certain things that nobody else can do, right? Some of you can talk to animals. Some of you can talk to children really easily. Some of you can take something very complex and make it simple so other people can work with it. Some of you are artists, right? I love that. I'm an artist. I love that. And some of you are here, most of us, to shine our light and light the way for others. That's what we're here for. So instead of being so freaking hard on yourself and so serious all the time, let's have some fun and be nice to yourself. Treat yourself the way you treat others. Be nice to yourself. What is it going to hurt? What is it going to cost you? And then my other question would be, what if you did that? We have another video called What If that was made the other day, and I'd really like you to check it out. I'll leave a link for it below. And it talks about the example of an engineer going to work, and this person, he or she wrote some code, and it's really awesome, can change the world. And then they're sitting at their cube thinking, what if I brought this to another company and sold it for a lot of money? What if I started my own business? What if I did something different with it? It can light the way versus just give this to my employer. Now, I'm not saying I don't want anybody to be a bad employee. If you're at a place, please, I always am so respectful of, be respectful of where you are, right? Don't do anything harshly or, off the cuff. Think about where you want, what you want to do, where you want to be. Even if you don't like where you are, really think about it. And please don't burn any bridges. I was always taught that. Don't just leave because the world is smaller than you think, right? But what if you actually thought, yeah, I'm pretty badass. I really am. I freaking am. And so are you. We're all gifted. What if those gifts could help everybody else? I always equate this to like a Steve Jobs, right? And I always say, man, I would have loved to have been in that meeting room, right? When he went and picture this, right? Because I was in technology sales for a long time. So I picture this, everybody's sitting down at the, in the conference room, and he comes in, he's like, so guys, I have this really cool idea, and we're going to take a phone. We're going to make it small enough so you can carry it around with you. That right there is groundbreaking. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, phones were heavy. Then we had the ones that were this big and they'd be on the wall, right? Remember those days? And now this seems so archaic. Now we have our phones. Now most of us don't even have phones in the house. We have just our cell phones, right? But not only am I going to make it just a phone, and they're probably like, what? I am going to put the ability to have voice memos on it, the time on it, maybe even a camera on it. Holy hell. What else can we do with this thing, right? Think about everyone in that room, because I would have probably been like, yeah, okay, that's never going to happen. That's crazy talk. How could you do that? That's impossible. Nobody's ever done this. Guess what? Everyday occurrence. We freak out when we lose this thing. Freak out. It's so attached to us, right? That's how great you can be. Many of you have not just one thing that you're good at. You have many things you're good at. And you've been told to just focus on one thing, which breaks your heart. What about the other things? I say, don't do that. Take everything, mix it up, and then find a way to put that together or parts of it, and then give that to the world, like Steve Jobs. But here's my bigger question. What if Steve Jobs had never started the company, right? What if that had never happened? What if Sylvester Stallone, who had written Rocky, had gotten the call and said, hey, we love this. We love it, right? So, we're gonna make this movie, Rocky. The only thing is we'll pay you for it, right? Because you wrote it, cool. But we don't want you in it. We have somebody else in mind. So we'll pay you like $1 million. I'm just throwing a number out. I have no idea how much it was. And we'll just let you, here's $1 million. Go from there. What would you say? Most of us would say, absolutely. Give me the money. What did he do? Hell no. That's my movie. I wrote it. I'm going to be in it because I foresee no one else but me playing that part. Well, you're not established yet. You don't have a big following. No social media back then. And just before that, Sylvester Stallone had been so poor that he had actually sold his dog to get food for himself. And hopefully he got the dog back. Imagine being that poor. You have nothing left, right? So it takes balls and guts to be like, yeah, I could take that million or whatever it is, and I could write way more screenplays. I could get another dog or get that dog back, whatever. I'd be sitting pretty. But he was like, no, 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 no. Look at him now. But what if he didn't do that, right? What if all the singers out there that are amazing, that were just not making any money and were poor as hell, or actors, they just gave up, right? So I'm going to leave the link below because what if is huge, but I'm asking you that today to get to the transformation that you really want. What if you did it your way? What if you decided right here and now, I am going to leave a legacy and I'm going to make it happen. And by the way, I'm not going to give it to anybody else. It's for me. The solution to your transformation is always within your reach. It's not outside of you. It's within you, right? So stop looking outside. Start looking within. And life is short, right? The Brave Academy is here to help you transform your life. It takes courage because there's introspection and discernment that you may have never had before at the level that we're teaching it. But we take people, offer them real tools that really work, right? And we make someone transform from just average to exceptional. We will not let you fail. You will not fail with us. So the Brave Academy starts September 1st. So I would say by August 26th to 29th, you've got to get your application in. And even if you're unsure if you want to move forward with the Brave Academy, we have other ways that you can work with us, right? Please send us an email. So at least we can chat about it and figure out what it is that you need and how we can help. Just send an email. No hard sell, none of this stuff. We don't act like that. It's just about us having a conversation like we're having now. So I want to leave you with the dog that I was talking about, passed away. She wasn't ready to go, but her body was failing her, but her mind was intact. That's what sucks. We have no idea how long we are on planet Earth on this marble, right? So let's make the most of it. I want you to shine. I want you to be successful. I want you to be happy. I want you to have everything you wanted in this life, but that takes work. And I can't do the work for you, but we can show you how to get there without hurting yourself, falling into ditches, and making the mistakes that I made or Anthony Julius made, right? That have taken years to correct. Years. That's not going to happen with you because we've got you every step of the way. So I hope this helped. Please leave a comment below. Everything's linked. You can check out the Brave Academy. And please be good to yourself and be nice to yourself. You guys are rock stars. Act accordingly. It's time. This is your time to rise up. And we are here for you. Let's do this. All right, guys, take care. Talk to you soon. Thank you so much.